Welcome back. This is part 2. We're gonna go into the fuel. We're gonna put it onto one lap, just enough for one lap. We're gonna chuck the soft tire on. We'll chuck 2 laps in, why not? Go straight into practice. So yeah, going back to it, this is part 2 of the Grand Slam attempt series. The first part, we were at Indianapolis. We failed to win practice, but we won qualifying, we won the race, and we got the fastest lap. So yeah, it was quite frustrating, and it was a very boring race sat out front by ourselves. But here we go. This is practice. We've just started the lap. We've got just over 2 laps of fuel, fresh soft tyres. We are going to try and get a win here in practice to kick things off nicely. Then we're going to go for a win in qualifying and then hopefully win the race. That will be our equal Grand Slam. I'm not really too bothered about the fastest lap of the race. I'm more interested in getting the big 3, the practice, the qualifying and the race. That is what I'm trying to achieve. And we're of course doing it all in the 6-cylinder S-Class series with this Corvette. We're going to keep doing it with this Corvette. We're not going to give up on it. We're not going to swap cars to try and use a lobby car or anything like that. We're just going to stick with the Corvette and we're going to keep doing it until we get the win. And so here we go, halfway around Kalima. I'm very strong around this circuit. As you'll see in previous videos, it is one of my favourite circuits. We still haven't got the full Nürburgring out in series racing yet, or class racing, which is a bit frustrating. That's probably my strongest track of the whole game. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get some videos pumped out once that's released, or once they start letting us race on there in lobby racing. Until then, we'll try and achieve this Grand Slam. This is part 2 again. Fresh soft tyres, first lap of practice. We've got someone appearing just in front of us. Hopefully he doesn't muck our lap here. We'll try and stay on track, and we've cut the corner. Brilliant. There you go. 5 laps to go, and we've just messed up our first practice lap. Maybe we just go straight through here. I think so. We'll go straight for another one. We've got enough fuel. Tyres won't die. They normally die on lap 3 on this sort of track with this car, with the soft tyre. You normally get 2 decent laps in with the soft tyre. So yeah, we'll push on. That was a 1:48 for the first lap. Obviously, whoever's in first place, he's got a mucky lap, so we're not counting that. And it's a 1:19 as well, so I have no idea he's achieved that. I never understand how these guys achieve those kind of lap times. We're going to get sideswiped here. There you go, that's another mucky lap. Brilliant quality. We're loving life. Absolutely loving life. We'll just stay on the throttle here. Even though it says mucky, you guys have seen it, you've witnessed it. There was nothing we could do about that. We're on a flying lap and he comes back on the track like that. There's nothing we can do. We'll count this at the moment as a practice lap, and we'll just push on through. I'm sure we're still all green as well, which is really frustrating. Yeah, 2 tenths up. Very frustrating. And no, everyone's setting lap times, but they're still finishing their lap times behind what we set so far. So if this was quicker and this was clean, I would have been happy with that. It probably would have been the fastest lap. Obviously taken away first place, he's got a 1:19, because I don't know how, but he's somehow shaved off 30 seconds. Brilliant quality. And it is a 1:48.1. So we'll exit, we'll quit practice now. 3 minutes to go. We've got probably just enough time to hit qualifying. Obviously, I know in practice that was a mucky lap. Frustrating, because if we didn't sideswipe him, it would have been a clean lap. So at the moment, I'm going to count it as a clean lap. I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm sure a lot of people have something else to say about that. I don't really care. I'm just going to crack on with qualifying here. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Same amount of fuel. Fresh, soft tyres at Kalima. Here we go. Let's try and set pole position here now. So far, so good. We're using the curbs nicely. The car seems really settled on curbs, which is a good thing as well, which I'm really happy about. And we're hooking it up nicely so far. This corner here, I really do need to time this corner better. So it feels like I need to go into third gear, but I can accelerate into fourth coming out of it. But I keep accelerating too early. I need to work out to hit that corner better. This one, obviously, you want to hit that first curb and the second curb, which helps rotate the car. If anyone doesn't know, bit of good advice there for Kalima, for that S-bend back, obviously down the hill where we just come from. You want to be hitting both curbs. It does help rotate the car. Coming down here, this is a flat out corner, but you have to hit the inside curb to help rotate the car again, like so. And then we're going to try and stay out of the way. Oh, good lad. Well done, mate. Hopefully he doesn't unpause it. Don't unpause it. Don't unpause it. Don't unpause it. We don't want to. Good lad. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Using his head there. Love that. Let's try and tuck in here. And there we go, accelerate out the corner. It is going to be a 1:47.6. We've just about taken pole position. That is very lucky there. So far, I don't know if I'm going to let that slip with that practice lap. It was dirty. It should be clean for this to count. Oh, it's so frustrating because if he hadn't come back on the track and we hadn't sideswiped him, it would have been a clean lap. I don't know whether to... I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Right now, let's just pretend that we've come on top of practice. We've come on top of qualifying. I'm just having a go at practicing this corner here. That was much better. Okay, so I know I can take that corner quicker. I know we can eat that curb as well. This is me just practicing now for the race, just seeing how much I can push the car. And then, oh, we didn't put it over. Frustrating. So here we go on the grid. Let's set the fuel. So what I do, however many laps it is, so it's 4 laps, I'll set it to 5 and then I'll go 2 back. It's always what I do every race. So you go to whatever, how many laps it is, you go 1 above and then come 2 backwards on yourself. Seems to always just about have enough for every race. Very rare that I run out of fuel, but it does get very close. But then obviously you want the car as light as possible. So here we go. We're at the start of the race. There's a lot of Porsche 911s behind us this time. There wasn't so many of them at Indianapolis in the last part of this series. This is going to be a hard race, I think. And we've got another Porsche coming flying through. What is it? The Porsches. There he goes. Oh, and we get rear-ended by a 911. He waits for us, though. Good man. Top man. No dramas. We're going to chase this Porsche 911 down in front of us. I think it's a 93. I'm pretty sure it's a 93 911. And here we go. Let's chase him down. Hopefully we've got better cornering than him because he's very strong in a straight line. And we've already messed up this corner, even though we had loads of practice attempts already with it. What are we going to do here? Because I think we brake and corner better than this Porsche. But I really don't want to just shove one up the inside of him so early in the race. There you go, just tuck it in. Try and use both curves. I just said use both curves and then I missed the second one. We're going to throw out the inside of him here, outbrake him. Hopefully he doesn't go aggressive. He sort of lunged towards us, but there was nothing we could... Oh, come on. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. Oh well. Right, that was pushing our luck there to be quite frank. So far we're hooking up the corners, 1.2 ahead of Kev. It is Kev, isn't it? Kev Dam 11. Brilliant, love that. Coming into the final corner, first place. We won practice, we won qualifying. This is the race now. If we can win this, I don't know if I'm going to let it slip about practice. It's really annoyed me that it was a dirty lap. If it wasn't a dirty lap, and I know we had that other guy in front of us, but he had obviously set a cheat time. It was 1 minute 19. There's no way you're going to set a 1 minute 19 round here. So we're not counting him, but then it's still the dirty lap, the side swipe with the Skyline R34. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to let that slip, to be honest. I'll make a decision if we win this race or not. So here we go. Let's try and get this corner right this time. Into third gear. Don't accelerate until you can accelerate all the way out. And there we go. It is a third into fourth while coming out. Use this curb as much as we can without unsettling the car. Let the car rotate and accelerate again. Try and use both curbs here. You want to stick your 2 wheels on the curb of that one, then the 2 wheels on that curb. Helps rotate the car, and then you can accelerate all the way up the hill then. And we are leaving the Porsches. It is 2 seconds behind us now. Looking good, looking very good. But then there could be people coming from the backside. I don't know yet. There could be a charge. Like every race, what we do normally, starting from the back, we're always there or thereabouts. So I'm not getting excited yet. There could be someone on their way, to be honest. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. It's at 2.7, 2.6. Into the final corner, 2.8. Keeping an eye on that delta now. And it's 3 seconds. Still 3 seconds. 2.9. Someone behind us is quick in a straight line, and they are catching us very quickly. Into lap 3. Here we go in the 6-cylinder S-Class series in the Corvette. We're going for the Grand Slam attempt. This is part 2. If you didn't see the first part, go and watch the first part. It was frustrating because we won everything apart from practice, which is probably the first thing you should be winning. And now we are in the second part here in the Corvette. We won practice, sort of. I'm going to make a decision on that. And we definitely did win in qualifying, and now we are in the race. We started on pole position. We are in first place, but we have got someone in second place who is reeling us in more on the straights than he is in the corners. We seem a little bit better in the corners. As you can see, it's at 2 seconds, 2.1. But as we come up the hill, I'm going to expect that to start coming down, which it does. As we hit this, let's try and tuck the car in, let it rotate, get full on the power into third gear and push down the hill. And he is 2.2 behind. He is 2.1 behind. 2. Yeah. So we're better at cornering and braking, but he is much, much stronger on the straight. And we've got 1 lap to go here, and we have got a half a second penalty as well. That is going to be more than half a second penalty now because we just love cutting corners. That is 8 tenths. Okay, so nearly a second, and he is 2.4 behind, but he's very strong on a straight line. So here he comes, down to 2 seconds, 1.9, 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. He is reeling us in quickly. Let's try and get around this corner with 1 second still in front, hopefully. Probably not. There you go, 1.4, 1.3. God, I'm just watching the delta now. Try and eat that curb. We are going to have to get a really good, not even good, great. We're going to have to get some great sequence of corners here now. So let's try and hit this one right, which we don't. How many times have we hit that corner now wrong? I think we've only hit it nicely once. Eat the curb here as much as we can get away with without unsettling the car. Accelerate out. And he is now within the penalty distance behind us. which is really annoying. 0.8, 0.7. Yeah, right. So technically he is winning the race right now. This is frustrating. And so if we end up losing this race, that means Indianapolis, which was part 1 of this series, we actually done better than we did in here. He's very quick in a straight line. I'm really intrigued to know what he's been driving, old Josh. There we go, coming around the third to last corner, second last corner. He is 0.6 behind. I don't think we're going to beat him. We need an outstanding last corner here, which it's not. Accelerate as hard as we can. 0.5, 0.4, yeah. Here comes Joshy boy. Well done, Josh. That was brilliant by him. We got a 148.1. He got a 146.4. Yeah, he was very quick. Do you know what then? We'll go back to practice. I'm going to count that as a dirty lap. So that was a fail in practice. It was a success in qualifying and it was a fail in the race. And he was absolutely blitzing it. He was nearly 2 seconds quicker than us. So yeah, there was no way we're winning that. And I think he's come from the back as well. He's come up 13 places. That was part 2 of the Grand Slam attempt at Kalima in the S-Class 6-cylinder series in the Corvette. Cheers for watching, guys. I'm going to try again. I will keep trying with this Corvette until I can achieve it all. I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next part of this series.